Hello everyone, I am Pooja Rajmane. I am your computer teacher. What we were studied? We were studied our lesson number 2, operating system. What we were studied in that? Operating system. Operating systems. What is the use of operating system or how it is working? It is working like as interface between the user and computer. It is taking input from the keyboard and it is giving output on the monitor, right? Operating systems are also two types, which are the single user operating system and multi-user operating system. What is the example of single user operating system? DOS. And what is the example of the multi-user operating system? Windows, Linux, Unix, right? Now we will see our exercise in the skill sheet. Page number, we will see a page number 4. Circle the start and shut down button in the picture given below. This is the picture and we have to circle the start button and shut down button in that picture. Everyone having pencil? By using pencil you can circle. Where is the start button? This is our picture and this is the taskbar. This is start button, right? This one is a start button. And this is here you can see shut down. Then computer will be closed or shut down. Computer will be off. For starting we have to there is the on taskbar, there is a start button and here is the shut down button. We have to circle. You having pencil, by using pencil you can circle. Now next is, what is the question? Mark tick against the correct statement and mark cross against the cross statement. Okay. What is the first number is? Windows is an example of single user operating system. It is true or false? Right or wrong? Windows is an example of single user operating system? No. Windows is an example of multi-user operating system. Then what is the example of single user operating system? Right, DOS. Then it is correct or not? It is wrong. Then cross it. Next one is, operating system is an interface between the computer, the user and the computer. Operating system is an example of, or operating system is an interface between the user and the computer. Right or wrong? It is right. Then we must have to tick it. Okay. Then what is this? A multi-user system allows many users to work on different computers. Multi-user system allows many users to work on different computer. Right or wrong? It is right. Then we have to tick it. Tick. Okay. By using pencil you can tick. Next one is a D. Linux is an example of multi-user operating system. Right or wrong? Right. Linux is an example of multi-user operating system. Then we have to tick it. Okay. Now next is we can just switch off the computer like the way we switch off the television. How we switch off the television? By clicking the off button only directly. Like that we can switch off the computer. It is good way to switch off the computer. No, then this sentence is right or wrong? Wrong. This is the wrong sentence. Then we must have to cross it. Next, we must follow a proper procedure to start and shut down the computer. We must follow a proper procedure to start and shut down the computer. We must have to follow the proper procedure of starting and shut down the computer. It is true or false? It is true. We must have to follow the proper procedure. DOS is an example of a single user operating system. True or false? It is true. DOS is an example of a single user operating system. Now next is, in Windows one need to remember all the commands. In Windows one needs to remember all the commands? No. In DOS one need to remember all the commands. Then it is cross. Then in DOS there are ready-made commands in the form of menu. In DOS there are ready-made commands? True or false? False. In Windows there are ready-made commands. Then this sentence is false. In Windows there are ready-made commands, not in DOS. Okay. Now we will see the exercise, means question answers. What is the first number question is there? This is not in your skill sheet. These questions you having on page number 13 in your textbook. Exercise. Answer the following. Write down the step to start the computer. How to start the computer? Switch on the power button, then switch on the power button of CPU and switch on the power button of monitor. Then what will we get? We get the screen, and what we call that first screen of window is called desktop, right? Firstly we have to switch on the power supply button, then CPU button, and then monitor. Next, write down the step to shut down a computer. How to shut down the computer? First, click on the start button. Then what will you get? The button of the taskbar. Where is the shutdown? Where is the start button? It is on the taskbar. Then the menu will be appear. Then click on the shutdown option. The message appear. It is now safe to turn off the computer or no signal. Computer does not showing any signal, means no signal, or switch off the, and last step is the switch off the power supply. Understand how to start the computer and how to shut down the computer. Next, explain briefly what is an operating system with an example. Explain briefly what is an operating system with an example. Operating system is an interface between the user and the computer. Operating system is an interface between the user and computer. What is the example? In a school, the coordinators is like an interface between the parents and the teacher. He or she take care of the needs of the students. Okay. Now, second last question. Give two examples of multi-user operating system. Multi-user operating system: Windows, Linux, Unix. Multi-user operating system: Windows, Linux and Unix. And last one question is, give one example of single user operating system. Give one example of single user operating system. What is the example of single user operating system? DOS, disk operating system. Okay. Understand what is meant by operating system and how it is works? Now we will see our lesson number 3, hardware and software. What is meant by hardware and what is meant by software? What is meant by hardware and what is meant by software? In computer technology, all the physical components of the computer are referred as the hardware. Means physical components of the computer. Which are the parts of computers? Monitor, keyboard, mouse and CPU. These are 4 main parts of the computer. The physical components of the computer are called as the hardware, and the computer programs are known as the software. The computer programs means which we cannot see, that type of programs or computer programs are called as a software. These two terms emphasize the fact that the physical components and the programs are two essential parts of the working computer system. These are the two essential parts of working the computer system. Means what? Physical means what? The device which we can see. It is called as a physical. The physical parts of the computer is called as a hardware. The device we can see, feel, touch. That type of parts are called as a hardware. Everyone having body parts? Having? Yes or no? Yes. Which? Hand, mouth, then nose, eyes. These are all body parts. But the parts which we can see outside, these parts, instead of that parts, we also having inside parts. That you can see? That type of parts you can see? No. Which parts are there? Brain, stomach, heart, kidney, liver. That type of part we can see? No. But that type of parts everyone having. Where it is? It is the inside the body. That same like that, computer are also having the physical parts, and that type of parts are called as a hardware. Physical parts means outside the parts, and inside means what? Software. Hardware and software. In that we will see the first hardware. The physical part of the computer is called hardware. Hardware refers to the part of computer which we can touch or feel, right? We can touch to our hand, yes or no? Nose, eyes, ears, we can touch. Same like the computer, the CPU, monitor, keyboard, mouse. CPU, monitor, keyboard and mouse. These are touchable parts. That parts we can touch or feel. That like that parts we can see, we can call the hardware. These are example of the computer hardwares, right? We already know about the mouse. Everyone know about the mouse? Yes or no? Mouse, keyboard, which type of device? Mouse, keyboards are input device and monitor is output device. Now we will see the parts of computer which also known as the system unit. System unit is also known as a central processing unit. This is our processing device. Computer parts are divided into 3 parts. Which are they? Input device, output device and processing device. Keyboard, mouse are input device. CPU is processing device. What is meant by CPU? CPU stand on or long form of CPU, central processing unit. It is the processing unit. It is also called as a system unit. And where we can see the output? Yes, on the monitor. This is called as a output device. The CPU functions are the brain of computer. CPU is also called as the brain of computer. Why it is called as a brain of computer? Because what we are doing or what we are working on the computer, it is stored in the CPU. Just like our brain. CPU is working like our brain. It controls all the functions of the computer. It controls all the functions of the computer. It is completed performing many functions simultaneously. CPU performing many functions simultaneously means what? If you want to listen music, but where is the music? In the CPU. At a time we can listen the music, we can write on the computer. So at a time we are doing more than one work on the CPU. CPU performing many functions simultaneously. Same like us. When we are writing, then by using hand we are writing. By using eyes we can see what is going on, and we can hear also. Right? By using ears. By using ears we can hear, by using eyes we can watch, and then by using hand we can write. At a time we are working more functions. Same like that, CPU is working, performing the many functions simultaneously. The CPU box comprises of the main circuit board, memory, microprocessor, input, output channels, and storage media like floppy disk, hard drive, and CD-ROM. Means what is CPU having? CPU having the main circuit board, memory, microprocessor, input or output channels, and storage medium. Means where we can store everything like floppy disk, floppy drive, hard drive, or CD-ROM. These are also storage media. Thus, although working is done in the system unit, where is this all type of working is going on? It is done in the system unit. Let us know, understand the internal parts of the system unit. What is inside the system unit? First is we were studied now only. First is a microprocessor. Then microprocessor. A microprocessor is an integrated circuit like contain a complete CPU on a one single chip. A CPU consists of two parts, which are the arithmetic and logical unit and the control unit. Which are the arithmetic and logical unit, and second one is the control unit. Arithmetic and logical unit is also called as a ALU, and the control unit, it is a CU. They works together to process the computer's data. This arithmetic and logical unit and the control unit are working together to process the computer's data. The main function of CPU. What is the function of CPU? Why we are using the CPU? What is the use of CPU? To store the data and instruction received from the input device in the memory. Which are the input devices? Right, keyboard, mouse. What we are giving input to the computer, it stored in the CPU, right? To store the data and instructions received from the input devices in the memory. To process the data entered in the computer, which input it process on it. Firstly, it take the data from the input devices and process on it and to generate the output to the output devices. What is CPU is doing? Firstly, taking the data from the input devices. Afterwards, it is process on it, and afterwards it gives the output on the output devices. Right? If you want to, CPU is working like our mixer. If you want a rice powder, right? Then mixer for the mixer, if mixer is the CPU or is the processing devices, CPU is working like CPU is the processing device. I will give one example. I want to make a rice powder. Firstly, I have to take the rice powder. Where? In the mixer jar. In the mixer jar. Then I have to start the mixer. Then I will get the rice powder. In that example, for what mixer is doing? Mixer is taking first rice, and after processing it gives the output. What output? Rice powder, right? Same like that, CPU is also working. CPU is taking data, then process on it and give the output. First is a motherboard. Where it is? It is in the CPU. And what is the use of motherboard? A motherboard is like a mother to all of the other circuit board. Motherboard is like a mother. Whose mother? All of the circuit board's mother. It is the main circuit board of the computer. It is the main circuit board of the computer. Motherboard is the main circuit board of our computer. All the components and the parts are fixed and connected on the motherboard. All the components and parts, component as well as parts are fixed and are connected on the motherboard. This motherboard is like our real mother for the computer. It holds all the most important parts of the computer. It is also called as a system board. It holds all the most important parts of the computer. It holds all the most important parts of the computer, and motherboard is also called as a system board. Motherboard is also called as a system board. Motherboard is like as a mother of all the circuit boards. It is the main circuit board of the computer, and all the components and parts are fixed and connected on the motherboard, and it holds all the most important parts of the computer, and motherboard is also called as a system board. Next is a RAM. RAM means what? What is the long form of RAM? RAM means RAM. This is not a RAM. This is RAM. 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 RAM stand for, means long form of RAM is random access memory. Random access memory. It is also known as the primary memory of the computer. RAM is also known as the primary memory of the computer. RAM is also known as the primary memory of the computer. RAM chip store all the data temporarily. RAM chip store all the data temporarily, which means it will remember information that you input as data field to the computer is on. Means it will remember only information what we are giving input data till the computer. It erases all the data once the computer is switched off. Once the computer is switched off, means if we shut down the computer, it erases all the data. RAM means what? It is not permanent memory. It is a temporary, for some time only. RAM is for some time. That's why it is called as a temporary memory. It erases all the data when the computer is shut down or off or switch off. It is usually available in the models of the 64 MB, 256 MB, 2 GB, 4 GB storage capacity. It is what is the storage capacity of the RAM? 64 MB, 256 MB, 2 GB and 4 GB. RAM means what? Random access memory. It is known as a permanent memory of the computer and it stores only temporary data. It does not remember all the things. When the computer is switched off, all the data erases in the RAM. But there is one more part is ROM. ROM means what? It is exactly opposite of the RAM. ROM means what? Read only memory. RAM means what? Read only memory. We cannot changes in that, but only we can read only memory. ROM stores the instruction which are used to operate a computer program. RAM stores the instruction which are used to operate a computer program. For operating the computer program, ROM stores the instructions. ROM is like a reading book from the library. Means we can get the information but we cannot edit it. Right? When we are going in library, we can read only book. We can changes in that book? No, we cannot changes in that book. We cannot change in that book. We can read but we cannot change. Like that device, like that RAM is working. Similarly, information stored on the RAM cannot be read and does not get lost once the computer switch off. Once the computer is switch off, RAM cannot erase all the data. In ROM we cannot erase all the data, but in RAM, once the computer is switch off, it erases the data. Who erases the data? RAM. RAM, random access memory, can erases the data. But in ROM, read only memory, it does not erases the data once the computer is switched off. Next is hard disk. Hard disk stores the data permanently. Hard disk stores the data permanently. It has a capacity to store data much more than the pen drive. It is scaled inside the hard disk. Where it is? It is in the hard disk. It is in the hard disk. The hard disk stores the data permanently. It is taking the data, or it is storing the data permanently, like a ROM. In RAM there is only temporary data, but in hard disk we can store data permanently. In RAM we can store the data temporary, but in hard disk we can store the data permanently. It has a capacity to store data much more than the pen drive. It is bigger than the pen drive. It can store the data more than the pen drive, and it is shelled inside the hard disk. We will see remaining in next period. Okay, what we studied of hard disk, hardware and software. Our lesson number 3, we were studied hardware and software. What is mean by hardware? Hardware means what? Physical parts. Which parts we can touch or feel. That type of parts are called as a hardware. In that, CPU, monitor, keyboard, mouse are the hardwares. The parts we cannot feel or touch, like that parts are called as a software. Then CPU is also called as a system unit. And what is how CPU is working? CPU is taking data from the input devices, process on it and then give the output. Next, motherboard. Motherboard means what? It is the mother of all the circuit board. RAM means what? It stores the data temporarily. Once the computer is switched off, it loses all the data. Next is a ROM. ROM means what? Read only memory. We can read in that, but we cannot change in that. We can read, but we cannot do any changes in that. Next, hard disk. Hard disk can store the data permanently. It is opposite of the RAM. RAM stores the data temporarily, but hard disk stores the data permanently, and it can store more the data than the pen drive. What is the homework for you? You have to read the lesson and you have to find out the hard words and try to read these hard words. Thank you.